No. You know who? King me. King me. We live. Come and get it from the sideline. Point of views. Get across on sidelines. You can find sports news on sidelines. On sidelines. Get it on sidelines. Hut one, hut two. Let's go for it. Lames lying over there. Don't go for it. Keep it real over here. On point with it. Keep the same energy when your boys get it. Put 20 or a band on your homeboys. You was loud back then, now no noise. I let you live, walk off a shame, don't talk about it. We big players in the game, y'all walk around it. Get your body red and blue if you fought a giant. Two guys on sidelines is what you call tight. We live, come and get it from the sideline. Point of views, get across on sidelines. You can find sports news on sidelines. On sidelines, get it on sidelines. We live, come and get it from the sidelines. Point of views, get across on sidelines. You can find sports news on sidelines. On sidelines, get it on sidelines. Get it on sidelines. Get all things sports straight from the sidelines.
Yo, and welcome back to SideLinez. I'm your host, Noble. We got
King Me, what's going on?
Yo, we got Chill riding in the back of the Cadillac tonight. Yo, what it do, y'all? What it do? How y'all feeling today?
Another day.
Another good Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody. Be blessed. Everybody, hope y'all ate with y'all families and everything. Got the kids together, went to church or something like that.
Y'all make Easter baskets too? You make you some Easter
baskets?
baskets?
I made my kids some Easter baskets.
Yeah.
I make the best Easter baskets.
Yeah, what you put in the Easter basket? You put some Reese cups in that motherfucker?
I put all types of shit in there, but always
No, you put shit in there? Don't put shit in there.
I make them so I can personalize them to my kids.
Okay,
so
okay.
Like my
So
son got
everything
a bunch
is
of cards
something
and Minecraft stuff, and my daughter got a bunch of stuff like Bluey and stuff like. You don't know nothing about nothing.
You don't buy the La Boo Boo dolls, do you?
The what?
The La Boo Boo dolls.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, don't buy that. That's satanic stuff.
What is that?
It's satanic. If your daughter asks for one, tell her no.
La Boo Boo.
La Boo Boo. I don't know. There's something like that.
You saying that right? You sure you're saying that right?
I could be saying it wrong.
I
could be saying it wrong.
It don't sound like nothing I'm buying anyway. We just La Boo Boo. She not getting
that name new sounds.
Now
I know about that American doll. I know it costs a little real because my youngest, and I looked at that price of that doll, I was like, whoa, because I was like, whoa, 300, 400, 500. I'm like, whoa, for a Barbie doll.
So speaking of Satanism and demonism,
yeah,
yo, they hit us with the block last week.
Is that what we speaking with?
Yeah, yeah, that's the little boo boo doll. Don't let your kids play with these either satanic and demonistic little.
Why are they so furry?
Why you say that?
They appeal to kids in a certain way, but they got a certain back message that I kind of don't agree with.
What's the back message?
It's kind of satanic. So you just before you invest in your money, just check it out for yourself.
So you don't
do the
know
research on yourself.
You don't know what the message is. You just know what somebody said.
No, I've been doing the background research.
So
I've been watching.
Tell me.
They satanic. It's a satanic.
Why?
Because they're supposed to brainwash your kids into believing that they're demons and spirits, and you're supposed to be doing.
Man, I'm not believing you, man. I gotta
pull
do
up
my
yourself.
own research.
Pull up yourself.
I know. I got.
Man, listen, SideLinez, man. I'm back on the sports, man. Back on these
can't
sports.
tell me anything.
So listen, NCAA. So listen, last week they hit us with the Mutombo. Oh no. On YouTube, they hit us with the no. They blocked the shit out of us. So we apologize to all our fans who couldn't catch the show on YouTube. We're still on the Facebook. We'll give them the information. If you couldn't find it, now you can find it on the
SideLinez page where you watching us now. You can come back and watch the episode anytime you want to. Just scroll to it, hit that link, and while you at it, make sure you like and subscribe.
I had a couple of people complain to me, give me some calls because they said, "Man, why the show don't come on? I'll keep getting the background music." And I told them, you got to let it play. And sometimes you got to hit the thing and let it fast forward.
Wait for us for a little bit. We coming. We be shuffling up here trying to get stuff ready.
We lighting it up. We keep trying to keep the candle lit.
And I want to say though, even though I'm on the show,
on the SideLinez page,
I understand because somebody had told me, they were like, you know what, by the time you go to the refrigerator and come back, now sometimes it'd be a little bit longer than so. I had to just let it sit there and do some other
You
things.
fast forward it. Y'all know they got to fast forward, but
I didn't know that.
It's new things that they do. 2026.
You know, technology is a
technology is crazy.
For some of us older folks,
what I did, I made sure I called me 2 people that I know I could cuss out real quick.
Damn.
And then the time went by when I cussed them out, and then you know what I'm saying.
You got a list of people that you got to cuss out, chill.
Yeah. That's how you
things
do.
Be happening.
That's how you do,
man.
So listen.
Like
What we got going on today?
We got NCAA. The tournament been going on. All of my picks have failed. I had the worst.
You don't watch college basketball.
I've been telling y'all that, but listen, I did say UConn was going to be one of the favorites. I had no clue. I'm tripping, but I didn't pick Michigan. I didn't think Michigan was the
Michigan's
team.
been the best.
But
team
now
in the league.
it come to find out Michigan is them. Michigan is them.
Yeah.
Michigan, one of the only schools who football and basketball teams, they go to the playoffs. They go to the promised land.
Well, yeah. Actually, to go off of what you just said, they have to. Okay, well, yeah.
He starts.
They have the potential tonight. I mean, on Monday.
Yeah.
To be the first school in the college football playoff era to win the national championship from the same school for basketball and football
in the same year.
No, not in the same year. Just period from the same school. No school has been to the national championship in football and to the national championship in basketball. Period.
So let me ask you this. For people Let me ask you this for people who might not know, like people like me. So like NCAA, Michigan, right? Let's just talk about just Michigan. Is the football and the basketball team in the same conference? What are they in, Big Ten?
Yeah, if you're in the Big Ten, you're in the Big Ten for the most part. They do have some smaller schools that break off and play in different divisions, but depending on the sport, because some sports aren't offered at all the schools and everything like that. Yeah. But for the most part, if you play in the Big Ten, you play in the Big Ten. You know what I mean?
What conference is your team in, Chip?
SEC. I'm SEC.
SEC.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened to Arkansas? Y'all had a good little run. Y'all had a good little run.
Yeah. We did a nice back-to-back where we made it to the Sweet 16 and everything. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michigan, what they did. Arizona did they thing again against us. You know what I'm saying? And that was a tall team, and I felt like the coach, he didn't do what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to use, rest in peace, Nolan Richardson, love him to death. When you don't have the height and you don't have
now you coach
strength,
you
use your speed. You can't guard the person. You attack the ball.
So
the ball
think Coach Calipari? You think you could outthink Coach Calipari?
I'm knowing he didn't. It don't matter. He's just a human like I'm a human. He didn't do what he's supposed to be.
He's a human who's been to how many championships?
It don't matter what he done did. Somebody Kool-Aid tastes better than the next person Kool-Aid.
Y'all had a rookie.
You need to go get a coach.
You know what I'm saying? But we also won the SEC championship, which he also did make history. He was the first coach to ever do that.
Right.
You know
what Calipari is.
What was the rookie name?
Darius A. Cubs Jr.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You think he's gonna be a beast? You think he'll make it to the league?
I give him
a beast.
He's a freshman too.
I give him. He's a freshman.
But he's coming out this year.
Is he coming out this year?
And he got potential to be. He could be a number one.
He's good. He's and you know he's very good.
Somebody asked me. I was on somebody's sports show today. I jumped on somebody's sports show today, and we was live, and they was asking questions about who my favorite team is, and I just spit out Tennessee. I don't have a favorite team, but I just spit out Tennessee. Yeah.
Which sport? They football team.
Really, I didn't. When he said it, he just asked. I just put Tennessee. I'm just out here conversating with you.
Get away from me. You might get Tennessee on me. I told you was a Tennessee boy, man.
But I really don't like
Tennessee.
I don't like the colors.
Why you ain't say Rutgers?
Because I really don't watch Rutgers. I end up watching more Tennessee games than I watch anything.
Why you ain't say Ohio State, man?
Because that's not my team. I'm
Fuck
not
outta here,
an
man.
OH fan.
I feed up with the
I ain't
colors.
fucking with you.
I like the
They
burnt
need.
orange.
I like
if
the
you
gray.
ain't got no
orange.
squad,
I like
where
the
they-
gray.
they-
I like the
and-
gray
and
with
the
the
gray,
orange.
yeah.
if you
with
ain't
the
got no
gray.
squad,
Yeah, I
and
like
you got to
that.
represent sidelines.
Man,
and
I
you know,
gotta
I got
find
a squad
me a
on
team.
sidelines.
Listen,
You got to roll with my
listen,
squad.
but
Then
in
you
the
got to
next-
go Ohio State.
By next NCAA season, I'm gonna have me an NCAA team for sure. I like Vanderbilt. I like
Okay,
Vanderbilt.
I like Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I like Vandy.
I like Vandy.
That might be my new team.
Vandy was good in everything this year. They
In
was good in
baseball, they
college.
did good in
They was
baseball.
good
A
in
couple years. They
college
won a
football.
championship
I like
in
They was
baseball.
good in
You know,
basketball. They was good in girls
team,
basketball.
Yeah.
right down the block. You know, I really hang out around there.
Vandy was good this year.
Now, I know we don't talk about it as much, but you know I got to throw it in there every now and then.
What's
Y'all
up?
know who been winning in gymnastics as far as
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
No, we don't know who's been winning in gymnastics.
Arkansas been
Taste the soup.
Man,
doing it.
bye, man. You don't fucking
Okay.
Hey man, I'm just trying to let you know,
little
man.
gymnastics.
You the only person that would know that.
Listen,
Man,
that's
look,
why
we sideline. We
this
look
is
at all
why he
sports.
on the show. Because he
Man,
keeping
I
us
do a
Shout
little
out
bit
to
of
all the
research.
gymnastics.
keeping us in the loop
but-
here. We in
Yeah.
the
Shout
loop.
out to what do you call gymnasts? Shout out to all the
Yeah, all the
gymnasts.
gyms,
My
and
daughter do
that's
tumbling
very
and
hard.
everything like that.
Remember
Okay, so-
Simone? What
I
was
mean,
it?
but dang, I ain't know we
Yeah,
was
come on
watching.
now. We watched. Come on now.
Okay.
That is a hard sport.
And
Man,
You can do a backwards
You right.
flip and
You right, but
end
we
up
don't
and
know
land on
nothing
your
about
neck
it.
and
Yeah.
be over with.
yeah, but we don't know nothing.
all right, so
about
look,
this
let
common
me
about
ask
it.
y'all
but we
this.
watch. We sideline. We from the side.
So
watch.
Monday is the big game, right?
Yeah, the guys. Yeah.
UConn, Connecticut versus Michigan.
Yep.
Okay, so let's just say the spread is 7.5. Who you like? 7.5. Michigan is the favorite.
So you
UConn is the underdog.
I
so
want
they
Michigan.
giving UConn 7.5.
Me,
Talking about going
me
off
personally,
point
I
spread.
take UConn for the 7.5.
Yeah, as far as the
But
point
I think
spread.
if I'm
I'm gonna be real. If y'all see, you ain't watched basketball.
that's what I'm saying. I don't really
So,
watch it like that.
If you know anything about Michigan,
Are they better than the Fab
listen
Five?
to me. I told you that before we went on here. I said that they talking about they the best team in Michigan history.
Let me ask you a question. Are they better than the Fab Five?
We're gonna see.
No, I'm putting
That's
you on the
If
record.
they went to, if they
I'm putting you on the record.
Hey, Fab Five don't got a national championship. So if they
Cause
win,
somebody called
so
a
if they win
TO.
on Monday, they got something over top of them,
Yeah.
and then they all can go get drafted too. We don't know what.
Why do you think
All
they
we
put
can
the,
do is talk about them in college. We can't talk about them in the NBA.
why
yet
do you think
because
why do you think they put the spread so high?
what is the spread?
7.5.
Because Michigan normally average
Because
90
Michigan,
some-
this is what
90
they
every
averaging
game.
95 points in the
90
tournament.
For
They-
like over
they
6
blowing
games.
people out,
like
man.
yeah, they
And
average.
not just in the tournament, throughout
Yeah,
the whole year.
throughout-
They win by like
yeah.
30 points.
yeah,
They're not just coming to beat you; they coming to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
You hear me? Like they that like that.
I give it to them.
And
They
it means a lot because I'm
they
saying
being like they mascot a Wolverine. That is one of the most. It's a badger and a Wolverine is related.
UConn though. This
They
is
a
what I
husky.
say
A
about
husky can't whip
UConn.
no damn badger.
But this is what I say about UConn. A husky, they got that dog in them. They gonna fight.
Yeah, they
And
got a big dog. They're
and
a
they
big
got
dog.
probably the best coach in college basketball right now. They went to this is the 3 out of 4 years that they've been in the national championship.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
Yeah, they know.
Come on, man. They don't. He getting them there, and they got a badass freshman named Brad Mullins.
Oh yeah, he
in
was
him.
in the what
They
you call
got,
Brad Mullins, a
the-
hell of a 3-point
They
specialist.
got the
too.
Caravan dude. He's a senior.
Yeah.
He's not playing. He's a baller.
Yeah.
These cats can play, man. So
Yeah,
it's
they
gonna
can
be a good game. The only thing is can UConn withstand that run? Michigan's going to go
They're
on
gonna
a
run.
run.
Yeah.
They're going
Yeah.
to go on a run. But also, Michigan had a player roll their ankle or something in the last game. He like they Swiss Army knife. I can't think of his last name right now. But it matter if he play or not. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to be on the court. They can play without him. They got dogs everywhere. But if he on the court, it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Look, who was the coaches that got into it today? What was the coach?
No, it was the other day. It was
Coach
Staley.
Staley.
Talking about Staley and Ariana.
Now, what was that about?
Can I say this? Ariana, you a hoe. I'm gonna just say it like that, man. Ariana, first of all, he a
who's
man.
this?
This is the coach for UConn, women basketball. Which
The women lost?
yeah, they got beat by South Carolina.
Okay.
By
Oh,
John State.
yeah. I like South
Okay,
Carolina.
so-
I like South Carolina women.
Ariana, Gino Ariana is a trophy coach. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's been to the national championship, Final Four, probably 30 times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's like one of them. He's like greater than Pat. What's the Tennessee coach? Pat.
I don't. Summit. Yeah.
Summit.
Like, he one of them. You see all the women players that he done put in the league. But he got mad because he said that Don Staley didn't shake his hand after the game. He said, Coach, I've been doing this for so long, and coaches do this, and they announce it.
That's the reason that Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas beefing. You see how long that shit going on.
Man.
Did you see the aftermath of Don Staley and Ariana? They was really going at it.
I ain't see.
You ain't see the argument? I wish she could pull it up.
I think that he didn't even give her time to.
Don't show it. We might get Mutombo.
No, you can't show no.
Do not show it. We might get Mutombo.
You can show that, man. You just can't show no live stuff. You know what I mean?
What am I looking for? What fight was coach's name?
Juno, Ariana, and Don Staley. You can put Ariana and Staley.
You too. Don't.
But
know us.
Man, but for real, for why I say that about Ariana is because, okay, I get it. You were mad. But y'all just got your ass whooped.
But again,
y'all just got your hold on. They've been under. They done won so many straight games. They wasn't expecting to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just got your ass whooped. You mad. You don't go off and try to deflect because you got players on the court. And then what he did, he walked off into the tunnel without his team before the game was over.
He mad as fuck.
He left his team out there. They just lost.
But bro,
they just lost. He left them girls out there.
Bro,
you a man in a female sport. You cannot be going. You cannot be attacking no woman like that on camera and everything, and then walking off like that. You cannot do that and then expect these people to send their young ladies to you to coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he probably a dickhead in the practice room because. On the gym, on the practice court, because I mean, you gotta be to be champion.
You gotta be an asshole.
You gotta
be an asshole.
Assholes.
Asshole coaches are the best.
But look at this.
Oh man. Oh, they in the heat of argument.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you notice how
they have to pull them apart.
She said. I don't even want to say what I think she said. I don't want. He came back for more.
That was very unprofessional.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And then I don't like that at the press conference after the game, what you think the first thing he said was about?
I don't
talking about her. Like I'm like, bro, boy, man, hold your nuts, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
What? I think they was on a 50.
You know, she said, "Well, we're moving on."
Yeah. That's because she won, right? Her team won
that game.
Yeah. I'm not about to feed the nigga energy. I'm not about to feed the energy.
She said, I'm not. She said, y'all ask him what he said to me, but we got another game that we got to.
We got things to do.
We got things.
Hey, what was the old slogan? We got things to do.
UCLA though took that.
So let me ask y'all another question. Speaking about women in women's basketball, the WNBA, right? Team USA. They picked their teams that they're going to pick for the 2028, I believe,
already?
Right? Yeah, they picked their team. No Caitlin Clark, no Angel Reese. What y'all think about that? I mean, they still got time to be on the roster, but as of right now, Caitlin Clark, no Angel Reese.
She been injured and everything.
Do you think they got snubbed? Because to me, I think
college basketball.
I think WNBA basketball kind of revolve around these two players. I think they are the Larry Bird.
For real. That's because you don't watch the WNBA though.
I'm glad you said that though. I'm glad you said that.
Because if you be honest,
because my team is the Liberty. My team is the Liberty.
Why? Who played for the Liberty?
New York.
But who played for them?
Man, we winners, man.
But who played for them?
We winners.
Exactly.
My team, the Liberty.
Okay, so they got Breonna Stewart.
Yeah, she a beast.
Okay, they call it Stewie.
Yeah.
They got the Liberty are good.
Yeah, I know.
But I know you don't know.
You know that too.
Yeah, I watch.
But I know they good.
No, but
I know they good.
But that's why I say you're wrong when you say the league revolves around Caitlin and Angel Reese. Because what you're looking at is the media.
You're right.
The hype, what happened with them in college, then transitioning into the league. But it's just like any other college player that comes like from college to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you was good in college and everything like that. You was the best of that year. But when you go to the league, you in the league with a bunch of dogs.
Let me ask you
There
one.
are dogs.
Let me ask you one question.
Aja Wilson.
Listen, it was dogs in the. Let me ask you.
Aja
Hold
Wilson.
on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. There was dogs in the WNBA before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You agree with me?
Of course.
Okay, so look. So what I'm saying is, but do you agree that the WNBA is getting the same media coverage since they've been in there?
I'm not saying so. Okay, so that's a different question though.
No, that's the same
No,
question.
it's not.
That's
now,
why
what I'm saying
if they
is,
the face
now
of the
Caitlyn
league.
is on a State Farm commercial and everything like that. Yes, and she can shoot the three. But what I'm saying is, she ain't the best in the league.
No.
And
She ain't. I ain't saying she the best in the league, but
she ain't even close
she
to the best
made
in
the league more popular than what any other woman.
The league was getting okay, but the league had.
Do you agree with me?
The league. Okay, listen to me. The league was getting motion anyway. Okay, the league was getting motion anyway.
Yeah.
Now it was a perfect storm that Caitlin Clark had the motion.
Okay.
And she was basically the women's Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? People was watching it.
Yeah.
And Iowa came out of nowhere. Nobody was watching Iowa
nobody
basketball.
want to know. Yeah, nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you live in Iowa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it was a perfect storm that Angel Reese and
because they had
was at LSU.
Angel Reese kind of started it, and which was good for her career because
Angel Reese was a dog in
because
college.
because she blew up with Caitlin Clark.
No,
yeah,
they
because
both
of the whole
was good.
because
they
of the
both
whole
was good individually.
The whole thing what she did what was the ending she did?
They only played in the tournament.
The whole choke thing.
Yeah, but they only played in the tournament. That's why they only played in the tournament.
But that's what made the rivalry, bro. That's what made it.
The rivalry came because you know they was gonna make that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made it.
I'm trying to say it without saying it. You know they was gonna
that's what made it though.
But really,
that's what hyped the league, the WNBA out when they went to that draft.
They're okay. That's like
they were made to be the face of the league, but then you shunned them out of the USA. This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, they're not because there's better players than them.
Yeah,
no,
I agree. I agree.
Like that. Just because you can sell tickets.
I agree though.
And Caitlin Clark, it might be her choice.
Look,
honestly, she ain't played.
So look, let me ask you this. Here's another question I got for you. I actually got this question for you. Because I kind of knew you was gonna say that. I be knowing because I know you.
You don't know me.
And look, and what my man said, and I know it, motherfucking ass. I know it, motherfucking ass. And look, watch it. So look, because I know you know the information, right? So look, right now, the WNBA about to introduce a Supermax deal. Who do you think deserves the Supermax deal? And I'm gonna tell you who I think first, and then you tell me 5 players that.
Can we actually look to see who's up for it?
Let me tell you who I think first. Because I'm gonna throw names out because I don't know the league. But if I had to give the Supermax deal to somebody, I would give it to Asia Wilson.
Yeah, obviously.
Asia Wilson is who I would give the Supermax. That's the first person I'm gonna start with giving the Supermax deal to.
I agree.
Asia Wilson.
She already been doing
because
everything else.
You made the league and you're a winner.
And guess who she goes
And even though you didn't win the title against Celebrity, you still play hard against them. And I'm not gonna shame me for playing my team.
So guess who she go with?
Okay.
I know. Bam.
That's why she told him.
That's why.
Go ahead.
Break the record.
Okay. So look.
Break the record.
Here it goes.
Shout out to BG. Break the record.
Under the new 2026 WNBA collective CBA agreement, the Supermax salary for women's basketball is $1.4 million for the first year. Dang, that's cheap. And then part of a $7 million hard salary cap. Which, I mean, I guess that is a lot more than what they was making. And the top 5 Supermax candidates under the new CBA right now are, Aja Wilson.
I think she deserves it.
Breanna Stewart.
I like Stewie. I like Stewie. Time to go to work. Time to go to work,
but not tonight because it's Easter weekend.
Time to go to work, y'all.
Breanna Stewart.
I like Stewie. She a beast.
Who I'm missing?
But if you talk about Stewie and Asia Wilson, I'm gonna say Asia Wilson every time
because she gets us.
Breanna Stewart just won like 2 back. Okay, so they've been winning the championships.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Or it's been Las Vegas. Know what I'm saying?
Like, I agree.
But
at one time it was the LA Sparks.
That
didn't last long.
Yeah.
LA Sparks. LA Sparks. They did get them. And I think that other team that was out of Seattle. I think they did a nice little run or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think they did all right also. But
Kelsey Plum. Used to be married to
Kelsey
your boy.
Kelsey Plum, I don't know who she is.
Used to be married to your boy. What's the tight end that came from the Raiders to your team?
Oh no, that's
Darren Waller. Used to be married to Darren Waller. Aniqua Ngumake.
I got some.
Her sister.
I remember that name, that Blumake, that long
yeah,
name.
Her sister is an announcer on
she good.
basketball. She good. She a dog. And then that's it. That's five. So them 5 right there is up for the Supermax right now.
I say Asia Wilson definitely.
So, okay, so that's 5.
Okay,
so that right there is 5 players right there alone
in the starting
that
USA
for USA. That's what I mean by Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They might not necessarily be Olympic players right now. Just to be real, they might not be. They're exciting. They're exciting, but that don't mean that they get to go to the Olympics right now.
And all them players was in the league before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, correct?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You put these people in there to be the face, but now you don't want them to be the face.
I mean, but they've been winning the Olympic gold medal though. They don't need them to be the face of the gold medal though. They've been winning gold medals every time they go. So I mean,
so let me ask y'all this. Switching speed like Bruce Lee driving a Fuji in the movie. Tiger Woods.
Man.
Tiger Woods stepping away from golf to get himself better. What's y'all opinion on that?
Did y'all watch the Tiger Woods? Did y'all watch the Tiger Woods documentary?
Ever since Tiger Woods fucked his back up, man, he been on some other shit.
You watched it, Paco?
I did watch it.
Man, did you see?
Dollar took the hoes out of his life. He can't fuck the hoes.
Did you watch what I told you to watch?
No, I ain't watched it yet.
Man, you gotta watch that. Paco,
go sum it up for him.
Did you? No, I can't sum it up. You gotta watch it. It's 2 parts.
Well, let everybody know why they should watch it.
But Paco, did you see when he got arrested? Did you see he thought he was in California?
Yeah.
You talking about the last one?
Tiger Woods be fucked up. But you know what? Part of that is because of that medicine that he be on trying to hide.
Why doesn't Tiger Woods get him a driver?
I get it.
Why don't you Uber?
Him and Justin Timberlake.
Look, somebody said something that was real to me. You doing something so fucked up, you can't even do it in front of your driver.
He be trying to.
If you got a personal driver, you leave him a couple of extra dollars.
That's why you really need to watch it because it's even deeper than that.
What are you doing, bro?
Well, you know what? I blame it on technology too because like now they get to watch each and every movie, and so
you see, I don't even got people.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel like a lot of these celebrities they be thinking my money gonna get me out of this situation regardless.
They said he called Donald Trump.
Yeah, so he was on the phone with Donald Trump.
You know what I'm saying? Because he think he gonna get up out of it. He like, you know what?
Damn it. Now, how do that feel as a police officer? This motherfucker said, hold on, let me call the president. Hold on, I'm calling. Hey, let me talk to Donald. What?
Man,
hold on, man. This nigga Tiger Woods done made it, man. I think they said he talked to like somebody that's.
But guess what though? Okay, that's because he a celebrity, right? But what about the regular people that was calling Donald Trump? A lot of them people from January 6th and quote unquote, they said they pulled Dudo. He said, "I'm gonna get pardoned because," and he wanted the so-called January 6th. So everybody feel like I got this. Get out of. I ain't got to worry about nothing. But then when they like, no, you still gotta take your ass to jail. That's when reality hit their ass. Because you still got to take your ass to jail. You still got to go to jail. You still got to go to jail. See, they knowing they going to beat the case, but they not thinking they got to go to jail and really got to go through all. That wasn't reality hit their ass. No, you still got to take your rich ass to jail. They thinking that I'm going to beat the case, but I ain't supposed to go to jail. You supposed to just, hey, there you go.
I bet you
don't take me to jail.
Tiger Woods tripping.
No, Tiger Woods.
He just your regular celebrity that think that he ain't supposed to go.
He think he got superpowers.
Everybody else been doing every damn thing. Somebody say you can grab. He never. I'm gonna watch. Tiger ain't never said grab nothing.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow morning.
What y'all don't know?
He just try to put his balls in the hole that's legal to do.
What y'all don't know? Tiger Woods is lightweight, crazy as fuck, man. Like imagine being.
Why are we saying he's crazy though?
Imagine being like the best golfer in the world. All right, which he was, and everything like that. Child phenom. And then I guess he went to the tragedy or whatever when his father passed away, right? So he changed, right?
Ain't no different than any other Hollywood actor.
So look, I know that's what I'm saying. But this man goes from being the best golfer in the world. His dad used to be a Marine or something like that. So he chooses to go sign up and go volunteer to be part of their drills and stuff like that.
Where's that
So
out?
So the injuries that he has aren't from golfing and everything like that. He got injuries from over there trying to be motherfucking a fucking special agent and shit like that. They used to just fuck him up because he was volunteering to get fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Watch the documentary, bro. Like that he is crazy as hell because ain't no way I'm going over there like, hey. But he learned how to do a lot of shit like that. He was trying to fill the void of his father and shit like that, they say. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get closer to him after he passed. You know what I mean? But why would you? He got all of this going for him in golf and everything like that.
Highest paid sport athlete.
Highest paid sport. He was the Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that same area.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what is you doing? Why can't you go get you a driver?
Because you know what?
I bet you Michael Jordan. They said he used to party with Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. I bet you they had drivers.
Well, you know,
Michael Jordan did. You know, Michael Jordan had a driver.
Well, you know what?
You
We
know who
say
he
that,
got caught
but
with?
why he didn't have his daddy have a driver?
You know who he got
you
caught
afford
with?
a driver for your daddy?
When he got caught cheating and everything, when that shit got
No.
publicized, you know who he got caught with? He got caught with the chick that was hooking up the dates with everybody. That's like and like the mother of the house and shit like that. She like you call her, she put you on a date, like a prostitute date, like an escort service.
Like an escort.
So he fell in love with the girl. He flying her to Paris and everything like that. He flying her to Paris and everything. He got fucked up, and the girl
Like
called
they
his
said,
damn wife.
it's
Hey,
He ain't had a right
You
to
know,
get around.
it's a rare thing for you to be a tiger in the hood, and he forgot your name is Tiger Woods.
I don't know what that
Damn,
means.
You know what that means?
Damn shame.
That means that you thought.
When you said that shit, I got a little shiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got a little.
It's rare to see a tiger in the hood, but it's one thing when you Tiger Woods.
What? Sound like some CP4 shit.
No, he thought it was very rare. They not rare because it's other buku millionaires and stuff now.
Other tigers in the
It's
hood.
other tigers.
I got you.
It's other tigers. See, it didn't take you long to
I
catch on.
feel you.
But a tiger in the hood.
But I'm gonna tell you some other crazy shit.
You don't realize.
Now, let me tell you
just a
something.
tiger.
Last thing you said was
They
I
don't
know
scare,
how
you
crazy
not, they not,
he is,
they not
right?
afraid of you.
Well, let me tell you about this crazy ass nigga. What this nigga said. Man, this motherfucker Aaron Glenn said,
Aaron Glenn.
Geno Smith,
Ooh.
they're gonna take us to the promised land.
What promise?
Man, is this
That wasn't a whole clip.
Man.
They just clipped it. They clipped it like
Geno
Geno.
Smith gonna take the jet
That's not
No,
what
to
they
the
meant.
promised land?
That's
The
not what
Jets
they
where
meant, though.
where AR was playing and
The
he
Jets.
got injured the first.
That's not what he
Geno
meant.
Smith.
Jets. Geno Smith.
How do you say Geno Smith and promised land in the same sentence?
Is he thinking about a Martin Luther King
I hear you.
speech?
I hear you. but
This
that's
is the
not what he
same
meant,
Geno
though.
Smith that
The
just
You
played.
can't say
same.
I know for the fucking Raiders. Trust me, I hear you.
Man,
But that's not what he meant by it.
Geno.
And I don't want to get Aaron
What
Glenn no bad
help
rep.
him out? What do you mean by
Well,
that?
you
What
gotta
do you mean?
think promised land is relative to your situation. So look, first of all, you gotta realize the Jets ain't win
And
shit.
promises
last
get
week.
broken like a
Promised
motherfucker.
land could be we gonna be
Man.
500. Promised land could mean
What
we
land?
gonna win 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people just took
What
that out
land
of
and what
perspective.
promise?
Nah, man, but
The promised land.
well, I think what he meant was
Promised
they
land.
haven't had
You tripping?
I say
they haven't had a quarterback period
he
that
quoting
can
on
have
Martin
the
Luther
locker room.
King's
They had Justin Fields. He
He's not.
better than Geno Smith.
Yeah, but he don't know how to go in the locker room and have his team and control the team. That's what they mean
Yo,
by
Aaron
that.
Glenn.
He might be, but he's not.
Yo,
He's not
Aaron
locker
Glenn.
room.
I know
dude.
you're in a
So-
recreational smoking state,
So,
but don't do that no more.
so when somebody know how to cook, but they don't know how to put the right sauce on it, do that mean they don't know how to cook? This man don't know how to damn cook.
Nah, he tripping, man.
Geno,
Aaron Glenn,
when have he?
I don't even know why.
I don't even know if he can sell hot dogs.
Geno had a bad year last year, but the year before that, he was in the running for most touchdowns in the league.
He was
in the run.
I'm just
You
saying.
didn't see
I'm
what
just
he did
saying.
last year?
I'm just being honest.
You just like it because y'all got Fernando Dozo out of it.
Nah, because I mean, I'm
You like
okay.
the number
We're gonna
one.
draft Fernando Mendoza because
Because y'all had Geno Smith. That's why you get the number one pick. Y'all had
he
Geno
was an
Smith.
interception leader last year.
Do you,
What's up?
do you regret losing Geno Smith?
I'm never mad about losing Geno. But what I'm saying is, I know Geno's been a good quarterback before in this league.
So let me ask you about another quarterback then. What about let me ask you, who would you start? Shador, Deshaun Watson, and Dylan Gabriel. Who would be your starting quarterback? You think Deshaun Watson should come back and be the starting quarterback for the Browns?
If he played like he used to play. Now if he come out there and he looking like he don't know what the fuck going on,
he too horny, man. He too horny.
It's been about 5 years since he done played football.
He too horny. That man is not about. He trying to get his back.
But what I'm saying is, if Deshaun Watson came out and on the field and he showed up like the Deshaun Watson from the Texans, you not playing him?
I'm playing him.
You gotta play him. I mean, and you gotta play him, and you gotta that'll be the best case scenario for him because you can let Shador develop behind him. I think Dylan Gabriel's getting traded. I think he's out of there.
What's he and the other dude, the coach go to?
Atlanta. Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I think Dylan Gabriel will be in Atlanta.
Because he's Stefanski's boy. Yeah. I think he's out of there.
I think he's going to be in Atlanta.
I think they need another quarterback in the building, just to be real. I
think Shador hope that he can get up out of there.
Why?
You think so?
Why?
I don't think
Cleveland got one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, but
if you're the offensive anchor, if you can get the offense, they've been
playing him. That man, he knows.
It's a whole different coaching. It's a whole different coaching staff. But what I'm saying is, if you got the best defense in the league, potentially the best defense in the league, all right, because it's a few best defenses in the league. Seattle up there too. But if you got all of that, if you're the anchor of the offense and you're supposed to go out here, if you feel like you're the man that can take this offense and y'all can start scoring and y'all can start running, they give you some people. Y'all running back got hurt last year too. You know what I'm saying? Quinshon Jenkins broke his leg. He come back, he be all right. Why would you go anywhere? He's set up to go win.
Yeah. So you think y'all gonna keep Myles Garrett?
They already said Myles Garrett ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
No, I use metaphors and everything, right?
We already know this.
You the man, and every time you got your personal bathroom, but they make sure ain't no toilet paper there so you can take a shit and you know you the shit. That means you don't want to be there. They won't even put toilet paper in your personal bathroom.
You trying to say Shador can't take a shit?
They don't want him to take a shit there. They don't want him to be the shit there.
Why?
You broke it down yourself.
Stefanski didn't want him to do that.
Stefanski loved him, but the owner, they got some person against him, and he know that he ain't got to be there and go through that.
If that's the case, Shador would be gone, and Stefanski would still be there. The owner is on his team.
Hey,
he's on his side. Okay.
I'm thinking something about to happen over there.
We can all sit here and think about it.
I don't know if it happened.
And put our opinions in, but at the end of the day, guess who's there and guess who ain't.
Hey, what they say, I think he's going to get on the first thing smoking and get up out of there.
Let me ask y'all about another quarterback competition. Another quarterback competition. It might be a competition. It might not be. You know, the Titans just picked up Hendon Hooker from UT. You know who I'm talking about?
Hendon Hooker.
You think he's gonna be a quarterback competition for Ward?
Hendon Hooker 2 years ago was slated to go in the first round of the draft.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the number one pick.
All right.
He got picked by what? Detroit? Hendon Hooker. He went to Detroit.
I don't know. I remember he got hurt coming out when he was getting drafted. That's why he dropped.
He dropped.
But what I will say is this: if he's healthy and everything like that, Cam is an awesome quarterback. So it'll be a hell of a competition. I don't know.
I want to get into some Tennessee talk, but I'm gonna say that for next week. I haven't seen
enough from Cam. You know what I'm saying, on the NFL level, because he hasn't had the opportunity either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know the answer to that question. You know what
do you like Hendon Hooker as a backup?
Yeah.
You sound like as a good backup.
Yeah, and he came from Tennessee, so you know, like that's that morale. You got the Tennessee kid come in and help us win the game and everything like that. If he had to come in the game, you know, it's a story.
Before we move on, going on what Keemy's saying.
Yeah, you got it.
Keemy. Remember when everybody was waiting on Cam to go against Shador, and both sides was like messed up at the time because they wasn't letting Shador really play, and then they bring Shador in, even though the Titans end up winning that game, but it was like because it was a pride because you know Cam Ward with the number one, and he even said that it should have been ranked higher than what he was. but he played. He like I can't lose to him.
Yeah.
Because he already know Tennessee don't really want to pay you no money, and they was going to really try to get because he didn't have no receivers to really throw to.
Tennessee did win that game.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a good game.
You think
it was a good
better
game.
than Shedeur Sanders?
No, I think that me watching Shedeur, I ain't gonna lie though, Shedeur did really have more things around, but what Cam played in with Miami, right? Mm-hmm. I felt like I seen Shedeur go from two different teams. You know what I'm saying? He was in Jackson State, right? I didn't see now one of them teams. And when I felt like he had to play with less. Miami always had a high-powered team to me, the way I thought. So that's why I put Shedeur.
I think it depends on what system.
You know what I'm saying? I think Shedeur, he had to play against where he didn't have nothing really to do. You know what I'm saying?
Shedeur was playing with. I know that it looked great.
Jackson State was not even at nothing.
Let's be honest. Shedeur looked great on film, but let's be honest, their record was not great.
No.
Okay.
Can't.
Yeah, their record wasn't great.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so the hype was real for the first few games and everything like that, but their record was not great. So as far as having people around him, yeah, he had talented players that they brought with them from Jackson State and everything like that. Yeah. But if you look in like the matter of relativity compared to other players and everything like that, they were considered lower. They weren't. They would already been in at a D1 school or something like that if they was that good. He didn't really have much around him. He got a couple. He had some receivers. They had nice receivers.
Yeah,
and they had. That's pretty much it. They had skill players. They really didn't have no lines and everything like that got recruited or drafted or anything like that, or even a running back.
So you like Cam Ward better? You saying all that to say this?
No, I like Shedeur Sanders more than that. I'm just saying as the way he was saying. But also what I was saying is I don't think Miami always had the best talent. I think lately they have the best talent.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think
Miami is a historical team.
They are a historical team, but they went through a
Jackson State ain't never been no historical team, man. What Colorado? What the hell? Who the hell are they known?
With you. What I'm saying is Miami is a historical team, but they went through a rut where they wasn't good for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're definitely a historical team. I mean,
you still got somebody that they used to play there. They can come back and try to coach and just get salty to them.
That's what Mario.
Who the hell come from Jackson State? Fuck around, be a drug dealer. Hey, man, I got these keys.
We can't compare Jackson State to Miami. I mean,
that's what I'm saying though. Miami always had somebody that made it into the NFL.
But what I'm saying is
somebody can even migrate. He may do this, do that, whatever he do. But he shouldn't be like, hey,
but
this
what
is
happened for Jackson State is this though,
but they got publicity though.
Yeah, because Deion Sanders happened. Deion Sanders happened to Jackson State.
Now
what happened was they got the best of that tier had to offer. They got the best of them kids because who don't want to go play for Deion Sanders? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened.
I agree. They grew.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let me ask you this. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, do you pay George Pickens or do you let him hold out? You try to franchise tag him. Yeah, they put the franchise tag on George Pickens. You know, he was the best receiver for the Cowboys this year.
Honestly, business-wise, I mean, as a fan, you want them to keep him. You know what I'm saying? Because
I want him to go to Giants.
I'm just saying, but as a fan, if I'm the Cowboys or whatever, you want them to keep him because it's exciting to see him and CeeDee Lamb on the field together at the same time.
Yeah.
And they're dangerous, you know what I'm saying?
But do you let them
But as
hold
a
out?
Cowboys management, I got to try to franchise them. And then I got to tell them if you can go find more money, you get like an exclusive tag. Mm-hmm. If somebody offer you more money, I can't say no. You know what I mean? But they already have a star receiver. You know what I mean?
What's the sense?
You are a luxury. All right? Sometimes you can't afford to.
Say you're a Cadillac.
Yeah.
You're a Mercedes-Benz.
Nah, it ain't even. They both are luxury cars. What I'm saying is, but you already have one luxury car, and that's typical. Mm. Everybody don't get to have. All right, so look at Cincinnati. They got
two wins.
They got Jamar Chase and they got
two luxury cars.
But look how shitty they've been though.
Yeah.
So you got to make because they can't afford it.
But Dallas got a small defense.
Dallas' defense ain't good.
I mean, they ain't.
But that's what happens when you do that. When you sign 2 major receivers to max deals and everything like that, you start having less money to pay other positions. That's what's wrong with Cincinnati. That's why they left. They didn't pay Trey Hendrickson, the defensive end.
And he left too.
And he left.
Where he go to?
He went to where
He didn't go to Minnesota, did he?
to where
Not Dallas.
to where Max Crosby was supposed to go. To
Baltimore.
To Baltimore.
Max
Okay.
Crosby. They killed Max Crosby. Yeah, they went on and
So
killed
look,
him.
speaking of
Well,
franchise tag. Speaking of franchise tag, sort of, what's the name?
I sent you on that performance too, Poe. I like that.
Was he
shit. I
live?
like that energy, huh?
Was he live?
He was live. I like the swag. His swag was right, man.
Yeah,
he walked in there representing right, young
I
man.
just ran into Poe.
Yeah, I fuck with
the
Poe.
other day at the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
Shout out to Easter. Yo, go Easter.
Go Easter.
Yeah, go Easter.
You look like
We
an
out
Easter
here.
egg.
I'm out here with the all pink on, represent Easter today. Easter Sunday. All right, so look, speaking of franchise tagging, right? Your man's Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is the smartest player in the NFL ever. Kirk Cousins has made over $355 million in the NFL from just betting on himself. Franchises, he went for the franchise tag, 2 or 3 times in Washington.
But you know what? All of those contracts that he's making that money off of are still in progress. So he really ain't made all that money yet.
But
now he made a lot of guaranteed
in the
money,
pocket.
but like even the
That's in the pocket.
like even the contract that that's the post off our page, right? If you read on there, okay, so like this year it's a $20 million guarantee year. This year we pay 11. I think the other team paid 9, but they responsible for the rest of his contract. But it's
Sort of
like a clause
like
in there.
sort of like a Russell Wilson.
Yeah, if he play a certain amount of time for them, if like by this time next year or something like that, it blow up. I mean, but we ain't got to pay it, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the other team pay.
Yeah, flat out. So for real, whatever.
Yo, Kirk Cousins. Yo, betting on you. It almost looked like
He always get the bag.
but look, it almost looked like why wouldn't a player take the franchise tag if you know, like, okay, if I take the franchise tag,
tags though that he getting.
Listen, the franchise tag is what blew up his contract. Like they can't pay him the league minimum no more. That's why your contract so blew up. You see what I'm saying? Because you went under the franchise tag 1 year already. You did the second year, and now I want to say you did a third year. So when they go for a franchise tag, your franchise tag is set at like a higher mark than everybody else's.
But also, he got the benefit of being that he is moving from team to team. He's getting the opportunity to renegotiate contracts.
He just killed the fuck out of Atlanta. He stayed in Atlanta.
But you know what though?
And made them $300 million.
He got them.
I'm gonna go with old school on this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, working the system, but Peyton Manning, I like what he did back in the day. He knew that he was the franchise, whatever. But you know what they said? He told the rest of the team, I'm gonna give y'all money out of my pocket myself, so y'all can block for me. Because I know that's what you gotta do, because
man,
you gotta do that, because these people gonna be like, I'm not getting paid nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I know I ain't gonna want to block you getting all this money, and I'm the one
you believe
getting knocked over and my mortgage behind. No, he said, man, I'm gonna make sure.
You believe that?
I know that's common sense. That man can't run. He making sure he get him just more than a Cadillac key or a car. You gotta go ahead and do something for these people to block for you.
So you think that he was giving them money?
That's what rich people do when you want to stay alive. Stay alive. You think I won't pay somebody? When I was young, you from Youngstown. What they pay a little young cat? Hey, here go $20. Look out for me. Just say 50. I need you to block for me, to look out for me.
Yeah,
and there you go. There you go, some more bread. Because I know.
Why you think they be buying them rollies?
Why you think they do all that?
I believe that they give them nice gifts and everything like that. But as far as like giving them a gift, giving them money, I don't think.
Look.
I don't think he
has used his own money.
Mm-hmm. Omaha.
That's why everybody knew what Omaha meant.
Yeah.
He said, if I said with my head going to the left, it mean it. If I say my head going to the right, he said, but other than that, it don't mean a damn thing. But I make sure
has his glasses on.
I make sure he take care.
I was supposed to read it out loud.
What'd you say? You read? Did you say you read? Did you just say you was reading?
I said I can't read.
I guess we all know telepathy and we all heard everything that was
You
on
know
the
what?
screen.
Do got some braille? Maybe you can't see.
We just said, listen, producer. Did we just say who is the designated screen reader?
Producer to magnify the screen.
No, it's okay.
I didn't know what I was supposed to read all the time.
He told us you had hidden contacts in your glass.
All right, so look, let me ask you something. Luka Doncic, right?
Oh man,
baby mama drama.
I got some topics too, bro. I want to get started. Go ahead. Now I want to hear what you got to say about
Luka Doncic, baby mama drama.
Oh, man.
She went to child support from LA. She don't even live in LA. What you think about that?
Who cares? He better pull the Anthony Anderson or whatever is Anthony Edwards.
I think you being greedy. You live out the country and then
bro,
you want to LA
to a man
child
that pay child support. I don't want to hear nobody complain about
that's why I wanted to ask you this.
I don't care.
When they know about America,
you think he should just go and pay the LA child support?
They never gave a fuck about me.
You think he should pay the LA child support?
Now it makes sense. That's probably why he injured all of a sudden. He like, you know what? Maybe
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
If that's where he at, that's where he got to pay.
I can't play.
If that's where you work, that's where you got to pay.
That's how it worked for me. Shit.
So you want to pay Ohio prices?
I mean,
would you rather pay Ohio prices or Tennessee prices?
I think I want to look at the cheapest
I don't know
thing.
Tennessee prices yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right,
we're gonna pass.
It hit me for $7.75.
Oh, fuck child support. Because I was a stand-up father. I tried to have my son in the studio today. I tried to get him in here today.
No, I paid.
Look, I ain't know how long we're gonna. Let me go ahead and throw the flag.
Hold on.
All right, so let me ask you a question. I'm gonna interject the question while you thinking.
Come on.
Rank these wide receivers 2010 edition. 1 through 5. DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, Mike Evans.
Rank them
1 through 5. DeAndre Hopkins.
Like right now?
D-Hop.
Right now or then?
OBJ, Calvin Megatron, Julio.
Right now or then?
Mike Evans. 2010 edition.
I'm going to go Calvin Johnson, D-Hop, OBJ, then Mike Evans.
What about Julio?
I'll put Julio in between Mike Evans and last.
So Julio 4.
Yeah.
So you got Megatron 1, D-Hop 2, Odell 3.
Yep.
Julio 4,
Yep.
Mike Evans 5.
That's what I said.
Damn.
Yo, Mike Evans just went to
who do Mike
Evans
go under him Odell?
Who did Mike Evans just go to this year?
He just got traded to and he didn't want to leave.
He didn't leave Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he left.
Are you
San Francisco.
He accident prone.
He went to San Francisco 49ers.
How do Odell Beckham go above Mike Evans?
Did you not see that?
That's one catch though.
Yeah, but then he did that shit all year.
Career though. Mike Evans
got
one of the best
shit all year.
Mike
Evans flag on the play. Producer.
Mike Evans is one of the best.
Change the camera.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let them
Mike
talk
Evans
about the
is a Hall of Fame receiver.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham's not.
Yeah, you right.
Mike Evans is a good receiver.
Mike Evans is a Hall of Fame receiver.
Let me ask you.
Odell Beckham is not.
Let me ask you a question. Is Mike Evans better than Megatron?
No.
Okay. Is Mike Evans better than D-Hop? Would you not is he better? Would you take him on your team over D-Hop?
Mike Evans is always open.
No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, would you take Mike Evans over D-Hop on your team?
I might.
Okay. I didn't say Mike.
I don't got a strong conviction on that.
Okay.
I like D-Hop and I like
Would you take Mike Evans over right now this year? The Giants want to take OBJ, right? I mean, it's been rumors, right? Right now this year, would you take Mike Evans or OBJ?
I would take Mike Evans
over OBJ.
Yes.
This year.
Yes.
Okay.
Mike Evans has been in the top Top
All
5
right.
receivers for the last
Well, you take Mike Evans.
decade. What you mean?
All right, well, give me your 5. Let me hear your 5.
I just want to hear your 5.
Well, I want to hear your 5 now.
I don't have a top 5.
I want to hear your 5. You ask me the question.
In that group, I would go Megatron. And we talking about 2010 edition.
Man, give me your list,
And
man.
we talking about 2010 edition, right?
Okay, yeah.
I would go Megatron. I would go Julio. I would go Mike Evans.
Julio over Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Julio
At
Johnson.
that point in time, we're not talking about total career. At that point in time,
Just at that time.
Julio was dominant. All right.
So wait.
I would go
So you trying to tell me
Megatron?
Julio Jones was better than Odell Beckham at that time?
Odell Beckham was not dominant. He wasn't dominant. He was making outrageous catches, yes, but he wasn't dominant. He wasn't taking over games. Yes, he was making highlights, but he wasn't lining them up like, hey,
Clip me. Clip us right here.
He
Just
wasn't.
clip.
Julio Jones was
Man,
a problem. He's
clip
too
us.
big.
Oh my god.
Julio Jones was better than him
Okay.
at that point in time.
Okay. What else you got?
And then I would go. So I went Megatron.
Da-da-da!
I went Megatron,
Megatron.
Julio. Then I
You said
go
2010 though.
2010.
Mike Evans, D Hop, and Beckham last.
Beckham last.
And Beckham's
I
last.
think you're just a fucking hater.
I'm not a
You're a
hater.
fucking Giants hater. That's all.
I'm not a hater.
That's what's going on with you.
I'm just being
Hey, you
real,
think I don't
man.
see through the motherfucking glasses, nigga?
Oh my god.
You think I
I'm
don't
just
see through
being
your
real,
motherfucking
man.
shades,
I'm
nigga?
just being real,
You
man.
know,
I'm probably sure the stats can come because Mike Evans was a beast, but Julio, got to play at Atlanta, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
And
Julio's stats was something crazy back
In
then,
Atlanta.
man.
Only in Atlanta.
That's what we did. 2010's edition.
That's why I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta think because man, back
You
in
trying
the
to tell me
day,
it's better than this right here? It's better than that right there.
it was iconic.
Man.
It was.
It wasn't
iconic.
better than
I'm
that.
telling you,
iconic.
man,
Was it better
he
than
had
that
a
right
gr-
there?
He had a great.
wasn't better than that.
It was iconic.
He
It
had
wasn't
a great
better than that.
play, man. He had a couple
It was
great.
legendary.
He had a
It
couple
wasn't better
great
than that,
catches,
y'all.
but I'm just
It
saying,
wasn't.
bro.
It wasn't. Let me ask y'all a question.
Man,
Yo, Puka Nakua
My
on
bad.
some Weekend Rob
Would you
shit.
say the Odell catch was better than Plexico?
No, that wasn't Plexico. That was
That one Plexico Bears?
no, that was Tyrese. That was Brandon Tyrese.
Brandon Tyrese.
So
The head catch.
on the helmet.
Oh, now you flexing.
No, I'm just saying.
Now you trying to
Odell, do you which?
or this.
I mean,
It's this.
or
Or that.
that. I ain't gonna lie, Odell.
Well,
They
that's
did
the
look,
Giants' history. You see this nigga over here?
I mean-
He got his X-ray vision on.
you know,
Got his heat sensors on my goddamn face right there. Burn the fuck out of my goddamn. Yo, I'm gonna take the Odell though. I'm still gonna take.
I'm gonna still take the.
I'm gonna take the Odell because
that was straight
because
his
look,
hand.
no,
and
I'm
the
gonna
way
tell you why.
You know,
It was a Monday night football game. It was against the Cowboys, and everybody in the world, even this motherfucker right here, seen
so
that.
even
play.
that cat seen it.
He was like, everybody said, "Oh shit!"
None of the
Yeah.
none
Everybody
of what
did
you
that.
just said matters.
Yeah.
The
Everybody-
other catch was during the Super Bowl. Everybody in the world seen that too. It's more pressure in the Super Bowl.
It's more pressure. than Super
Odell's
Bowl.
catch wasn't for shit.
I know you're right.
Odell's catch wasn't for shit.
I'm glad you said that. It wasn't a Super Bowl. It was great.
Okay, so that
David
catch
Ty-
is better.
David Tyrese. It wasn't Brandon. It was David Tyrese. David Tyrese. I apologize.
So that catch is
I would
better.
never disrespect your name again. You are one of the greatest Giants football players ever to fucking live.
Oh my!
Crown on your head.
Oh, stop.
Crown on your head, King. Yo, David Tyrese. Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
Keep 3, cut 9.
Keep 3, cut
Good
9.
9.
Damn, what we got 14?
Yeah.
We
This is
just
basketball. This is your
goldfish?
basketball.
Come on,
This
man.
your basketball.
Keep 3.
Isaiah
basketball.
Thomas.
Okay, yeah, come on.
Wilt Chamberlain. Matter of fact, I'm about to share it to the page too, Paco. So you can
I
put
mean,
it up
it'd be
there.
better if we could see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
got
about to share
14
it
players.
right now.
We supposed to keep them all. So
I'm about to
let me
share it right
ask
now.
y'all a question,
Here we
and then
go.
we're gonna get back to that one. Let me ask you a question so he can get the footage.
All right,
Put-
go
put-
ahead.
So look, Hall of Fame, talking Hall of Fame, right? You know, Amari Stoudemire, so I'm a #1 Knicks fan. But why the fuck is Amari Stoudemire making it to the Hall of Fame? So let me ask you this question. That had me think. Oh, and on top of that, Candace Parker, Doc Rivers, and Elena Deli Donnie. I may be fucking her name up, but I'm sorry. And Doc Rivers made it to the Hall of Fame. But with that being said, do you think Amari Stoudemire should make it to the Hall of Fame before Robert Horry?
Not before Robert Horry. Somehow clutch
Big
three.
Shot Bob.
Big
Definitely
Robert Horry.
not.
That's what I'm saying. So how do you
Spurs, what you call what
Big
3
Shot
teams,
Bob.
7
Big
seven
Shot?
rings?
I'm gonna pass it to him, and he gonna hit the 3 at the end. Big
Now-
Shot Bob. So that's one of my new side questions right there.
West Stomach used to
Robert
play
Horry.
with the
Robert
Phoenix,
Horry
right?
or Amari Stoudemire. Who you got?
Robert Horry, man.
I mean, you gotta go with Ori.
Guys, too,
Listen,
man.
I
don't
mean,
see
for real,
way
for
around.
real.
But listen, but think about all
Stoudemire
Amari.
could probably beat Robert Horry 1-on-1.
But think about all Amari
Yeah.
Stoudemire did. Amari Stoudemire was grabbing
He was
rebounds,
defense, he was
shooting
good.
threes.
Mark
He was breaking
Stoudemire
down
was a baller.
defense.
That's
He
why I
was a
say he
baller.
could probably beat him 1-on-1
But-
for real.
But you still
But that
think about
person
more.
that
He's Robert Horry. How many rings Robert Horry got?
man,
7?
and it ain't, and it's more to me than the
And
rings.
he's clutch.
It's how he
He's-
clutched.
he's
The
Big
way
Shot Bob.
when they knew that, give it to him.
That's my
And
new
he
side
ain't
of slide
missing.
question for our guests. So for our next few guests, and we got a lineup of guests coming out for everybody. I hope everybody can make it. It's gonna be fun and excitement. We've been lining them up, sidelines. We out here in the field trying to get everybody. Yo, tag in, like, subscribe, tune into the channel. Sidelines, YouTube, coming. Bruh, you want to pipe us in on what we got going on?
Be on the lookout for a bunch of live events and everything like that. We got a couple interviews coming up with a couple people out of Nashville that we've been blessed to meet.
I don't want to say no. I don't want to name drop right now. Just in
names or
case.
anything because I know you don't, but I don't give a fuck. I say your names on here, but I ain't
I don't
gonna
want
say
name
it out of
drop. I don't
respect
want
for
name drop.
Noble. And then also we got a couple events that we're gonna be that we got in the air as far as commentating.
That should be
on.
fun, bro.
The golf, we got
the
the
golf,
golf
we got the
outing,
golf
and we
tournament.
got
That should be
a
pretty
spades
fun.
tournament probably coming up too.
Oh,
I mean,
True fact.
spade tournament coming up. Oh, down this way or up the
Can't bid
highway?
9. Can't bid 9.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
bid 9.
You supposed to bid your hand, man. It's
So-
only
Everybody
13
so look,
on
bucks.
the planet that
so look,
came
back
on
on-
this show that said you can't bid no 9.
Back on the subject, real quick. You got that list, Paco? Or okay.
All right, so
Keep 3, cut 9.
keep 3, cut 9. That means we got to get rid of 9 legendary players. All
All
right,
right, who we got?
we got Isaiah Thomas, we got Wilt Chamberlain,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Ewing,
Oh, the big U.
Walter Clayton Jr., Bill Walton,
Okay.
Kimball Walker.
Kimball Walker.
Yeah, he on the
Kimball
list.
Walker and Bill Walton.
Carmelo Anthony,
Oh, yo, Mel.
Jerry West,
Okay.
Magic Johnson, Anthony Davis, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Christian Laettner.
Give me Kareem, Magic, and Carmelo.
Kareem,
Magic, and Carmelo.
Magic, and Melo. So no
That's my
Isaiah,
big 3.
no Wilt
I said
Chamberlain.
what I said. Kareem,
All right.
New
Magic,
York Knicks
and
fan.
Melo.
No Patrick
Look,
Ewing.
I said what I said.
Give
Kareem,
me-
Magic, and Melo.
Give me Magic, Kareem, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Magic, Kareem, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
I'm going.
The sky hook with Magic dishing that, and he can play 5 positions. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta go Magic.
Magic.
And look, Melo's my 3-pointer guy.
I'm thinking of like a 3-on-3 tournament. And
Me
everything
too.
Like that.
That's why I'm
Kareem,
saying
me,
center, Magic, point guard, Melo, everything else.
I will go Magic,
Mm.
Well, it's anonymous
Melo.
that we went Magic.
I will
It's
go
anonymous.
Magic, Melo. And
Sidelines.
in his prime Georgetown days,
Ewing.
I'll go Ewing. 'Cause
Over Kareem? Ewing over Kareem? I'm a Ewing fan, bro, and I know that's
Look.
preposterous.
Look,
Ewing was
You just be saying shit to disagree with me.
he love it.
That's
He love it.
he just want to get.
But
He want to
he
go on
love
clip.
but he love this
He
part of
want to
it
get
though.
clip.
You know what Ewing is known
Say it again.
for?
Say Ewing again. You and Ewing over Kareem. Man, you smoke, man.
Hey,
Man, take your glasses
hey,
off.
producer,
Man,
Paco.
take your glasses off. Say it again.
Paco, you know what
Just say it
Ewing
again.
Ewing is known for?
Ewing was a dog at
Yeah, he
Georgetown.
was. But you can't tell me he's better than Kareem.
They got him.
You know what? What his
Better than
poster?
Kareem.
You know who he got posted by? This
I would
history.
end the show on that right there, just so I can see your face.
Right,
but I got one more topic.
You know who Ewing got
too.
posted by that's still in history to this day?
About
Jordan.
Pippen.
Oh my
No,
God.
I should have known that was coming.
Jordan though. He lost the national championship to Jordan.
What you got? You got one more?
Pippen
I got one more
dunked
topic.
on
You got one more topic?
And shoved him down with his hot box
Well,
face.
come on, shoot your shot, and I got one more, and then we're gonna
All
wrap
right.
it up. We've been here for
So
a
I
minute.
got another one.
Yo, SideLinez, I love y'all. I love all of you.
Fuck
Thank
this
y'all
on
for
the
checking
page
us
too.
out.
It's a trick question. Who is the worst duo out of the 4 duos?
Oh my God! Don't do that. They're gonna Mutombo us. They're gonna Mutombo
We
us.
can do that, man.
Oh, are you about to show? Are you about to show?
Oh!
Arkansas all over that boy.
I don't
33 on the
I don't
other
like that
33.
shit. I don't like that motherfucker.
I'm gonna show you what 33
How
means.
much a trouble time on that?
Trey.
2-on-2 basketball. All right, just shootout tournament,
Ooh.
or white man can't jump. All right, that type style.
I'm
Jordan
thinking
and
Splash
Pippen.
Brothers.
Hold on, Jordan and Pippen.
I'm thinking Splash Brothers.
They ain't on the list. All
I'll
right, let
put
me
them
do
on
my
there.
duo. Let me do my duo.
Go ahead.
It's on the page too.
Go ahead.
Jordan and Pippen, Shaq and Kobe,
They're definitely not taking no shit.
Wade and LeBron, Durant and Seth.
Man, that's easy. That's the easiest.
Who the
fucking-
worst?
The worst? Ooh, okay. The worst.
The worst.
Is Shaq and Kobe.
They get talking about some other stuff.
The worst is Shaq and Kobe. And
I feel like
listen, Kobe would take.
they got the talent.
Kobe would take the most shots and miss the most shots. And Shaq was the worst at taking.
I feel like you can
any
get in
kind
their
of
head. You can get in their head. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you
yeah,
get
I'm thinking of, like,
because Kobe
the
ain't
worst.
gonna want to pass it to Shaq. You can get in their head about some stuff, but they are monstrous. I mean, for real, they monstrous as hell. You know what I'm saying?
So
you said the
Shaq-
worst.
Shaq is the worst.
I say
Hold on,
Shaq.
though, man. Y'all can't.
Shaq ain't never shot 5 3-pointers.
He can't because if you foul
Shaq
him,
got like
he ain't gonna
dominating
make
the league.
he ain't gonna make the
Like,
free
and
throws.
shoot.
He ain't gonna make the damn
And
free
shoot.
throws,
And
man.
that dunk.
And he was leading the league in lead and scoring too.
Those
He
are all
ain't gonna
inside
make
shots,
the
man.
free
Don't matter
throws.
though. There's points on the
Man.
board.
Look,
They're the worst.
then you said Jordan them come from that day where you can hit somebody in
They
their damn
worse.
throat. He ain't gonna
You
be
got-
able to
you
make
got another one
no. He ain't gonna
flashing
be
off?
able to make no damn free throw, man.
I do, but you can go ahead, bro.
Let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about Mayweather kind of reneging on the contract of Pacquiao because he don't want no blemishes on his record. If you lose, he don't want 50-0 record tainted. What you think about that?
But he gonna take the other.
He wanted this to
fight.
be an exhibition fight.
Why wouldn't he make it an exhibition fight? He's not a professional fighter anymore. I think he's smart.
Nigga, you scared, you scared.
There ain't no scare. He's smart.
No, you scared, you scared.
Nah.
Listen, listen, let me ask you this shit.
The nigga don't box
That's like,
no more.
look, that's like me, right? I was the Madden champion at one point, right?
No.
No, just hear me out.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I've never
That's
heard
like me
the
being
word
the Madden champion.
in
Yeah,
Madden.
yeah.
No,
I mean, but they have been-
everybody know. Everybody, camera. Everybody know.
Come on,
Everybody
man,
know.
get to the point.
No was the Madden champion at one
I ain't
point.
seen you do nothing
This
besides
side of the
lose.
Mississippi. On this side of the Mississippi. But
You don't
that's
even
like
know
me
what side of
saying
the Mississippi you
after
on.
I retired,
Yeah.
don't none of my games count no more. No, that ain't how it works. When you play, it stays.
Nigga, is you comparing a video game to world championship boxing? Man, come on, bro.
It's once you come
Shut
out,
the fuck up.
everything's free game.
I'm just saying, you put your record.
When Jordan went back to the NBA, he won the
My
African
guy's
right?
comparing holding the
He was
joystick
looking.
to boxing. This man will put his body on the line. You talking about
No, man, you can't just play. No, we
Yeah,
can fight. We can fight, but it ain't gonna
He
count.
retired officially. He's probably not.
Stop fighting.
He's probably not even.
Retirement. Stop fighting.
When Jordan came out of
Go sign up
retirement
for the
and
16
went to
up
the
league.
Wizards, what was he averaging? He sure couldn't do what LeBron could do, and LeBron 40 something, right?
SideLinez, let us know if you think
It
this
still
is
count if you
with
miss a
cheating
free
shit.
throw. It still count
Mayweather
if you
ducking out of the
can't
fight
dunk.
because he don't want to put the blemish on his record. He ain't even lost the fight yet. You already scared to put it on the record.
I think he just trying to see how much.
You don't want to
money
be
he gonna get.
51-0.
He being smart though.
No, because then what y'all do is y'all try to drag him back in so he can fight Bernard Hopkins.
Bernard
I mean, not
Hopkins.
Bernard. I said Bernard.
Bernard
Hopkins.
420,
420.
what y'all call 420.
Bro.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yo,
But he-
bud, hit us up with the 420. You get the new name.
I said Bernard Hopkins.
I know that was.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
rest in peace, Bernard Hopkins, bro. He-
Did-
Yeah,
That-
yeah, he was a hard hitter.
Man, don't do that to Bernard
I
Hopkins.
think-
Bernard
I
Hopkins
think
is not
he
dead.
always did.
Yo, sideline.
420.
Tune in next week. We got some special guests coming in for us next week. Mule Day weekend down here in Columbia, Tennessee. I will not be a part of a lot of the activities, but I will
Bernard Hopkins.
sign in and check in a couple spots.
Hey, I want to. It's not official.
Oh,
It's
no,
not
it's still
official
live.
at all.
I'm sorry.
But
This is
shout out
Bernard
to
Hopkins.
all my people. I'm gonna try to get in contact. You know what I'm saying? Lil Jesse, the comedian. You know what I'm saying? Much love to what you doing and everything.
Trying to make some
Smoke
things
Dog
happen.
Ep07. I'm gonna get in contact with you. I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? See what we can do and everything. Shout out to y'all because I'd have met y'all
Bro,
in
you
real
got-
life. Much
You got
love,
any
man.
activities you gonna hit on Mule Day weekend? Anything you gonna do?
I'm trying to hit that verse on.
I know I gotta go
Paco's-
get me a
on
fish
Paco's,
sandwich
man.
from somewhere. Who got
Hey,
the best fish
Paco
sandwiches
said
in
he gonna
town?
have the booth set up. So
Who
we
got
can
the
drop
best
some
fish
verse. I'm gonna
sandwiches
drop
in
some verse. I'm
in
gonna
Murray
drop some
County?
fire shit.
Mule Day weekend.
Yeah,
Drop your info. Who got the best barbecue
I
plates?
sure want to see.
Let me know. KC Barbecue, KC Soul Food went through there with me and sure actually got to go through there.
Oh
Check
yeah,
out the food.
yeah. That was
Man, you
yeah.
see, great
Yeah.
food.
Circular Enterprises Skins is coming in town.
You got anything you want to say, brother? Sign us out.
Nah, I'm ready to get up out of here, bro.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Let's talk about this.
Hold
What's
on.
Okay,
Oh,
Paco,
yeah.
that what up?
We almost forgot.
Oh,
Shout
Media Day.
Shout out to Blog Partner for setting
Yeah.
up the Media Day.
Let that
American
thing
Legion.
walk. What he said? Let
what's
that
that?
thing walk.
May
Oh,
30th.
Grills Inc. Oh, that's
May
all.
30th.
Yeah.
Is that correct, Paco? But yeah, check out the Media Day. If you rap, you do comedy, you do any kind of blogging, any kind of podcast, come sign in, check in, get with Blog Partner, Baller Mac, let them know your info so we can all be out there together. We all gonna network and try to make this Murray County thing one big thing. You did? Yo,
Real.
sidelines, we out of here.
Everybody be cool. Everybody be blessed. We gone.
Now, you know it. King me. We live. Come and get it from the sideline. Point of views, get across on sideline.